Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most controversial games of the season. The Steelers versus the Ravens. This game was a nail-biter, but it was also riddled with officiating decisions that have left fans, and frankly the Ravens themselves, absolutely furious. We're going to break down 3 specific calls that arguably swung the entire outcome of the game, and could have massive implications for the rest of the season. Let's start with the call that completely changed the momentum. The Steelers were lining up for a field goal, but a flag on the play changed everything. Unnecessary roughness was called on Ravens defensive tackle Travis Jones for his hit on the Steelers' long snapper, Christian Kuntz, instead of settling for 3 points. The Steelers got a fresh set of downs and scored a touchdown on the very next play. That's a 4-point swing right there. After the game, the head referee, Alex Moore, tried to explain the call. He said, and I'm quoting here, "The snapper by rule is a defenseless player, so the contact would be unnecessary. Basically, he ran him over." He added that you can't make forcible contact to that player. Now, this sounds simple enough, but when you actually look at the NFL rulebook, it gets a lot more complicated. Rule 12, Section 2, Article 9b does list the long snapper as a defenseless player, but it doesn't say you can't touch them at all. It specifically prohibits 3 things. 1. Forcibly hitting the snapper's head or neck area. 2. Lowering your head and making forcible contact with your helmet. And 3. Illegally launching into them. The rule doesn't just say you can't run him over. So, let's rewatch the play. Jones doesn't hit Kuntz in the head or neck. He doesn't lower his helmet to initiate contact. And he certainly doesn't launch himself into the air. What it looks like is a perfectly designed play by the Ravens. They sent the players to legally engage Kuntz from both sides with shoulder-to-shoulder contact. The result was that Kuntz got knocked over, or run over, as the ref put it. But based on the letter of the law, it doesn't look like any prohibited contact actually occurred. It was a clean, legal play that was flagged incorrectly, leading directly to a Steelers touchdown. But that wasn't the only questionable call. Let's talk about the Isaiah Likely non-catch in the end zone. Likely appeared to make a spectacular catch, getting the feet down and controlling the ball. But the officials ruled he didn't complete the process of the catch because he didn't get a third foot or another body part down inbounds before the ball came loose as he hit the ground out of bounds. This is one of those "what is a catch?" debates that drives fans crazy every single week. Many people watching that play believed it was a clear touchdown that was taken away from Baltimore. And if that wasn't enough, there was another play that had fans scratching their heads. This one involving Aaron Rodgers. He was ruled to have completed the catch process and was down by contact before the ball came out. When you compare the Likely play to the Rodgers play, the inconsistency is glaring. It feels like the goalposts for what constitutes a catch are constantly moving, and in this game, it consistently went against the Ravens. When you put these 3 calls together, the penalty on the long snapper, the overturned touchdown for Likely, and the ruling on the Rodgers catch, you have a trifecta of decisions that directly influence the scoreboard. These aren't just minor infractions. They are game-altering moments. The Ravens have every single right to be upset. These calls didn't just cost them a game against a division rival. They could have a ripple effect that determines playoff seeding and the entire trajectory of their season. It's a tough pill to swallow, and it once again puts NFL officiating under a massive microscope. What do you guys think? Were these bad calls, or did the refs get them right? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm really curious to hear your take on this. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.